you're ready for gardening, aren't you? Alright, hey you guys, so today we're going to be doing some gardening as a family. We have been doing some remodeling on our deck. We resanded it and had it sealed to its natural color. It looks so beautiful, and I'll show you like the process of what happened. And we also just had a sectional built made of the same ipe wood, which is like really good for the elements out here and the weather. It's like the perfect wood for the climate that we're in. And our garden is really overgrown. It got so dry over the last how many weeks? 6 weeks.
Oh, I can do it.
And just completely destroyed. I think like pretty much everything is done except for like the green onion and the lemongrass we can leave, right? Oh, and the taro. We can leave the callo, and
Wait,
that's
we
about
have
it.
cauliflower?
Callo.
What's callo?
Taro. So we're just gonna tear out all the stuff that's dead because it just got super hot in the last week.
Sandy wants to dig up the cassava, and we're going to
dig
fertilize
up
some of the fruit trees.
And just get it prepared for our next planting, which we'll do probably in about 6 to 8 weeks after we've done some replenishing to the soil. All right, let's get started. Everyone ready to garden?
Yeah. I got a shovel.
A shovel. Scott's got her hands and her boots.
My garden and equipment is in the shop.
Got it. Let's do this, guys. High five. Time to garden.
I got more equipment. I got more equipment, Mom. Look at other equipment.
Yeah. You ready to get your gloves on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, you ready to go garden?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Let's start. All right, so here is our new refinished deck. It looks so much better now. This is ipe wood, like I said, which is like the best wood for this environment. The previous owners, when we bought the house, had painted over it instead of showing the beauty of the natural look of the wood. And it was fine for the first couple years, but it started to fade, just not look its best because it was showing the wood underneath the paint. And now this is gonna fade so much better and last so much longer without needing to reseal it because we sealed it to its natural color. And it looks so pretty. So they're already down there getting started on cleaning out this garden bed. So we have this one papaya in here which eventually we'll take out, but right now it's giving some good papayas for us. We had a bunch of lettuce. We're gonna save the seeds for the lettuce and the arugula, which was here. Just like 6 weeks ago, it looked beautiful and we were getting tons of kale and lettuce from here. Wow! So helpful, thanks Scout. And there is our sectional that we had built with the same ipe wood. We're just waiting for the cushions to be made. They'll be ready in a few weeks. I think it just looks so nice being the same wood as what the deck is made of. I cannot wait for the cushions to get here. All right, Elvis, you are ready to go. You look like Dad.
I got the governor Kim.
Yeah, that looks awesome. So we have all the furniture that was on our deck down here for now, as the deck is just finishing up its drying. It's basically dry, but we just don't want to put like heavy items on it for now. What's pretty cool is that we have 2 papayas growing right outside of our staircase. Hi! Are you gonna garden with us? Hi! So we got lemongrass and green onion here in the shade. And then we got some Thai basil we're gonna leave, and the callo, which needs a lot more water. Getting rid of all this dry brush around here. It is very hot now, so it's harder for things to survive out here right now.
Hi guys.
You need to get in closer. Come back here next to us, then you can see us. Come in closer next. You want to help Kofi down? You want to hold him? Yeah, there you go. You found Dad's hat!
Hi guys.
He's watering the plants for us. So this was a papaya that we had in the garden bed, which in hindsight, we're not going to be planting papayas in the garden bed anymore to not draw too many nutrients from the soil that's for the vegetables. And that's why we planted so many over there. And we also have a bunch of papayas around the compost. But this one was in the garden bed. It was actually a really good papaya. It had amazing red lady papayas, but we had a giant storm that totally knocked it down. He like almost decided to come down and he's like, I kind of like it up here. Are they gardening, Kobe?
Well, that's really all gardening. You can't read. Little part? Do you need like a shovel?
You shake the dirt off.
Hey, I'm putting
Look at you go, Scout. Nice. We're all gonna need to eat some popsicles after this. What do you think?
No, get the watermelon.
Oh yes. You're done?
Yeah.
We just started.
You're done already? Scout, we need you.
She needs a little break. I'm gonna pop this baby in the fridge to have after we're done in the garden. It'll be so refreshing. Is it good? You want more oatmeal?
He likes that.
This is romaine lettuce that has sprouted and flowered. And we're waiting for the seeds to dry out. So these seeds are the little white things inside the flower, so they're still not quite matured yet. You want them to be dried, a little more dried out than this. These little seeds start to turn brown. So this has got another month or so. But yeah, as you can see, there's hundreds of these little flowers. Each one contains 5 or 6 seeds. You got hundreds, maybe 1,000 seeds, lettuce seeds from one plant. The arugula is in an earlier stage than the lettuce. It's just flowering now, so it's got another couple months before probably these turn to usable seeds. Seeds are still green. You generally want them to dry out. Each one of these little flowers has a dozen or so seeds. So there's really no reason to save more than one plant unless you have a seed business. You're just saving them for your own individual little garden at home. Saving one gives you hundreds of possible new plants. They need for another month or two to dry out, and then once they kind of turn brown, you open them up, the seeds will have turned brown, and then they're ready to plant.
This green onion is so amazing. Elvis is gonna go take a break in the shade. Today was hot, so you're always encouraged to drink a lot of water and sit in the shade if you're hot. As you can see here, Andrew had planted some amazing bananas around here. We put a compost pile in the middle and made a banana circle, and these bananas have just taken off. So we have a couple compost piles going now. This one's got papayas around it, and some squash has come out very organically.
Toes from my missteps and tortured souls. I learned my way, breaking every bone. Now I see all these aches and make you grow.
Do it! Do it, Mommy! Give me it! Mom!
I got these growing pains when the storm wind blows. I'm the weather.
Alright, so we still have a few things that we want to do to the deck. Like I said, we're waiting for the cushions to arrive for the sectional that we built. We also have something else special coming down on the bottom right part of the deck. And I'm just excited to see it all come together and finish it with like twinkle lights and plants, and maybe I'll do like a deck tour video when that all comes together. But for now, we're just going to be working on the garden in about, I think, 6 to 8 weeks is what Andrew said, and I'm not sure what we're going to plant exactly yet, but it's good to time it based on the seasons, and we also want to add a cover crop to that to add more nutrients back into the soil, and then we'll put worm castings around the plants that we do add, and go from there. Of course, compost as well, our veggie compost. And it's all just very exciting to see more and more of our food growing on our land. We're trying to grow as much food as we can on this little plot of land and become as sustainable as we can with growing our own food. And we really had a great season last year with lots of kale and arugula and lettuce in that garden bed, and Elvis had his own garden bed down a little bit further, which had cherry tomatoes and more lettuce, and we ate so much of that delicious crisp butter lettuce in our salads, and hopefully we can get that going again. What a day. The kids did so good, by the way. They did so good. They were in the garden for such a long time with Dad. They took a couple breaks in the shade, hydrated with some water, and then of course watermelon, and then we made some lunch.
Now I'll leave with what remains, a thick skin, knowing it's just growing pain. I cut my teeth till I taste the way my empty mouth finds the words to say. All the things I found being chipped away, and all the ways I built from how I pray. And every laugh has a cry, every loss has a gain. From foolish to wise, we all bruise the same. Now I got these growing pains.
Thank you guys so much for following along with us in our journey, growing our own food, and I will see you next video.
I made with what remains, a thick skin, knowing it's just growing past.